Welcome to our session on creating an ESOP. In this presentation, we'll cover the practical steps companies take to transition to employee ownership, focusing on feasibility, valuation, funding, legal setup, and communication. You'll hear how teams coordinate experts, set expectations, and build the processes that make ownership meaningful and sustainable for both the business and its people.
In this slide, we look at financial feasibility and valuation, starting with 5-year cash flow projections that show how contributions and positive cash flow support share funding over time. An independent valuation is essential. Commission an expert, analyze assets and earnings, and determine a defensible fair market price before sharing numbers with employees so the plan remains affordable and credible.
This slide compares leveraged and non-leveraged ESOP paths to help decide whether to borrow now or fund shares gradually. A leveraged ESOP uses debt to buy significant shares up front, offering immediate ownership but potential dilution and repayment obligations, while a non-leveraged path spreads contributions over time, avoiding initial debt and producing steadier long-term employee upside and tax impacts.
When drafting the ESOP plan and trust, attorneys translate policy into concrete rules covering eligibility, vesting, allocation formulas, voting rights, and distributions. The finalized documents are used to file with the IRS for a determination letter to lock in tax qualification. Clear, legal, and tax work up front protects the plan structure and preserves the intended benefits for employees and the company. Securing funding typically combines seller notes or bank loans with an ESOP trust that borrows to purchase shares, then repays debt through company contributions. As the trust repays principal and interest, shares are allocated to employee accounts each year, aligning retirement savings with company performance and gradually increasing employee ownership while the repayment cycle reduces outstanding debt. This slide explains how shares are allocated and vested. Shares enter individual accounts based on a payroll or equalized formula, and a graded vesting schedule over 3 to 6 years rewards tenure while protecting against early departures. Administration and tracking are usually handled by a third-party administrator to ensure accurate records, compliance, and smooth annual allocations as employees earn ownership. Translating ownership into real value depends on communication and engagement. Two-way town halls foster open dialogue and address questions in real time. Interactive dashboards make company performance and daily decisions visible, and short micro-learning modules build financial literacy so employees can understand how share balances translate into long-term personal wealth and motivation. Maintaining ESOP integrity requires an annual valuation and compliance routine. Engage an independent appraiser to set fair market value. Obtain trustee certification to approve the process. Complete regulatory filings like Form 5000, 500 and non-discrimination tests, and issue updated participant statements. Ongoing adherence to ERISA and IRS requirements preserves tax advantage status and protects participants and the company alike. In Phase 1, we assemble the feasibility team of internal experts, select external counsel and a trustee, schedule an initial valuation, and communicate the timeline to staff to set expectations. These early steps establish momentum, clarify responsibilities, and mark the moment ownership transition begins, usually with the first committed meeting that signals the serious start of the ESOP journey.